With all the custom skateboards that I make in my little tiny office here, I'm slowly but surely running out of room. And I figured the easiest thing to do, the best thing to do, would be to make a skateboard wall mount and put it up right over here. Basically, that's the only spot in my office that I have room for, and I'm tired of having decks on the floor, I'm tired of having them on my chair. As you can tell, I have a ton just sitting right here. And that's not even it. I have 5 more on their way, plus another one to do a custom order because somebody ordered one of these. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. But I have a lot of them that are just sitting here and they're not being sold. Some of them aren't even for sale, but most of them aren't even being sold. So I need to put them on the wall to get them out of the way, and also it would look kind of cool to have them displayed there. Now you might be asking yourself, do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. I have no clue. I never know what I'm doing, and it turns out perfect every single time, or almost perfect every single time. And that's no exception for today's video. So let's go wing it like we do every video. It is incredibly windy today, which is actually why I'm right next to my house, so hopefully it doesn't mess it up on the camera too bad. But as you can tell, I've got everything kind of marked out, labeled. 60 inches that way, 60 inches that way, dead center. What I'm thinking about doing is actually cutting it in half again. That's what this line is for. So if I go all the way down, this makes one whole rack basically, and I could save this piece for another rack for the future. How I have it set up over here, I've got it marked at 60 degrees, 45, and 30 degrees. I think I like 30 degrees the best. I won't know until I actually get all this finalized. So if I mess up on this side, that's another reason why I have this side over here. But the 30 degrees lets me show off my logo. 45 kind of hides it, and 60 really hides the shape of the board or the face of the board. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different spots that I can have decks on, and if I wanted to, I could have one more in the center of each one, creating about 17 to 18 different board spots. I don't know if I like this one, because again, I really want to see the board's design and logo, and how I have it spaced here, that makes it the perfect amount. Also, this is about 1.25 inches, close to anyway, and I don't know if that's going to be big enough for the skateboard deck, because skateboards are shaped more like that, I guess, if that makes sense, kind of like that. I don't really know, but basically you'll have concave here, or concave on this side, and then a little bit of a flat bottom, and because of that you could have 1.25 inches of concave, or 1 inch of concave, or more than that, depending on the shape of your board. Basically, I'm speaking a lot of terms that don't make a lot of sense to most people, so I guess we'll just go ahead and start cutting. I'm gonna start on this side and work our way to potentially this, and maybe cut it in half. I really don't know the game plan here. We're just kind of winging it again. Also, one thing you should always do is wear glasses or goggles. I don't have those right now, so I'm not, but you should. Obviously you can tell I have the first 3 done. I still need to do the remaining 6. So we got a little protractor here. Never thought that you would use this outside of school, but here I am using it, marking at 30 degrees, going all the way down. All right, so there's your first mark. Now I've got to create the second mark, which that was 1.5 inches away from this point. No, that's the wrong spot. This spot. That one. Right there. Not that one. And that will give me some more room to use a Dremel and actually round all that out. Let's test it and see how the board fits. Oh, that's actually really good. Look at me go. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. Cool. That's going better than I expected. So what I'm trying to do right now is be smart and use this as a guide, so it'll be a perfect straight line. That way I don't try to walk away from it too much. Basically creating my own saw table, which it should work. It looks fairly straight. I mean, the wood's not gonna be perfectly straight, but I just want it to be as straight as possible. And what that should do is allow me to come in with this right up on the line and just stay against that wall, and it'll cut a perfect straight line, theoretically speaking. And I don't want to cut into these guys because they're brand new. So let's send it. I don't know. Well, that lasted a total of like 30 seconds. No, my clamp is broken. Okay, now we're back. I just had to go grab a new clamp. And it looks like it's lined up again, okay. You know how I said I wasn't gonna try to cut that because it's new? Well, I just cut it. I'm a genius. So much for that idea. I need glasses. The wind is blowing everything in my eyes. So don't continue to get sawdust in my eye and possibly go blind, I've got my snow goggles. It's gonna be really goofy looking, but hey, it's gonna work. Also, my GoPro is dead, so I'm probably gonna switch to time-lapse and voiceover and see how that works. But it's pretty straightforward. Also, my dogs keep doing weird, gay stuff over there. I guess. They're weird dogs. Love them, they're just weird. I wonder if I can glue that back together. Oh no. That's not good. Well, since I broke this piece off and I have to wait for it to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and try to clean up all of these areas, and then once this is all perfect, I'll use it as a template on this piece and do the exact same thing, and then I can go inside and cut up a 2x4 and then use it for the framing section, and that's gonna actually mount to the wall itself. So, other than that one mistake, I don't think it's turning out too bad. I still have to sand all this and then paint it probably black, but it's working out how I thought it would. Just finished making this one look really good, so now all I've got to do is get the marker and mark the hole for each one of these, which you've already seen, so I don't need to show this again. So I'm going to do this off camera, clean it up, and then we can go ahead and start test fitting and mounting it inside of the house. Before we go ahead and put it on the wall, I do want to make sure it's painted. I think we're going to go with black just because I don't want to see that wood color, but this is what it's looking like right now. As you can tell, you get to see the logo on each board, which is exactly what I wanted. It looks really, really good, and it's just leaned up against my wall right now. Nothing's actually put together, but this is perfect for literally winging the measurements, winging everything on it. They are all set at the perfect height, at the perfect angle. So 30 degrees, 6 inches apart. That is the exact spacing for this. And again, I could potentially do one more deck in between, and that would be every 3 inches. But I like this whole every 6-inch look. And I can always make another one. So this is perfect, looks really good. I'm gonna pull it back apart, paint it, and then we'll put a little frame on the wall and mount that to it. Or build the frame onto this and then mount the whole thing to the wall. Something like that. Now that we have both sides painted and the supports are painted, I'm going to go ahead and connect the top support and then put that on the wall, do the bottom, and potentially even a middle piece down here. Really don't know yet, but I have it set to where it should be perfect for a complete board to sit on top of it. It's about 12.5 inches, so we'll test it and see. But that's my measurements. If you do this at home, it might be different, but that's what I'm doing. So this is the general area of where I'm going to want it. I just need to make sure that the board is going to fit on it just fine, so it's not going to hit the RB26 valve covers. Hopefully all this works. Okay, I'm not going to lie, honestly, that works. So if I keep it exactly where it's at and just push it straight up, that should be perfect. I've got 5 screws up there. I don't think it's gonna be enough, so whenever I do this bottom section, I'm gonna do probably about the same, and then I'll just do a center one here with maybe just 2 to 4 screws in there, 3 screws, I don't know. I just wanna make sure it's never gonna go anywhere. I kind of went a little overboard. I think that's okay. It's not going anywhere. So it can hold the weight of a complete board. It can hold the weight of all of those. So if this ever falls on a video or if this ever falls on me, it'll be hilarious, but I don't think it's going anywhere. So this turned out really, really cool. What a fun project. I hope it looks straight. I feel like it does. I really can't tell, but this is really, really easy, and just some free wood, honestly, is what I used, but it looks great. Now let's put the boards on there and see how it looks with all of the decks.
A few moments later.
Okay, this just looks so damn good. I absolutely love this. I didn't think I was gonna love it this much, but damn, this looks good. And plus, if I ever get a storefront, I can take this off the wall and put it at my actual store location. So that would be really, really cool. But I do have more decks. These are more of my just collector decks. That one's signed by Paul Rodriguez, I believe, up here. That one's signed as well. This one's just a deck that I thought was really cool. LZMFG deck, signed by Adam LZ. So I've got a couple of just collector decks chilling there. Don't know where I'm going to put those yet, but these are all decks that I have made, and I absolutely love all of them. They're so cool. Everything from there up, I believe, yeah, from there up is on my website. So if you want to purchase one to clear up some space, feel free, please do. shopkeeandco.com. Those two are my favorites, so I can't sell those, I'm sorry. But this is cool. I have a bunch of stuff on my wall, or walls I should say. I wasn't supposed to put this many holes in everything, but I did. And yeah, this is so cool. I love my little office now. This is awesome. That's gonna bring us to the end of today's video, so thank you guys so much for watching. And if you didn't watch my giveaway video, make sure you check it out, because we are giving away that board right there. It is a grind themed deck with a glow-in-the-dark center stripe. It's really cool, and it has my logo on it. So it's just an awesome deck. The movie Grind is awesome. Make sure you check that out as well if you haven't. It's on Tubi, it's free. Go do it. Make sure you enter for that board, and then stay tuned for the month of May, where we do grip giveaway if you want some free custom grip. But enter for that one while this month is still going, because again, it's cool. Anyway, like I said, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this really cool content of just making a custom skateboard rack that you can also try at home. I mean, look at it. It's on the wall. It's so cool. I'm absolutely in love with it. It's a whole different feel to my office, and it's just great. But if you do enjoy the content, let me know by leaving a like, comment down below on what you want to see next. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Stay awesome. Later.